Alright, this is a little quick DRW update to begin with, and now move on to the big subject of this video. Alright, first off, as some of you may be well aware, my internet doesn't seem to want to work most of the time nowadays. Me and my stepdad have been looking into this, trying to fix it. We don't know whether it's the router, or my internet service provider, or my laptop. But we'll try and work it out, and hopefully we can get Divided We Brawl, not Divided We Brawl, No Turning Back uploaded as soon as you can. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, if I need to commentate on anything for anyone, or I need to do something for someone, then just to let you know, I might not be on because of my internet, and I might not even be able to send you any messages, because quite frankly, it's that bad. I mean, it takes like 5-7 minutes to load a web page, so I might be able to send messages, I'm not sure. So yeah. Alright, the sorry about it. Yeah. Anyway, second part of this video, I'm gonna level with you now. I tried to do this a moment ago and I explained it so horribly that I had to redo this video. So I'm gonna try and explain it properly here. I'm probably gonna fail epically again, but here we go. Alright, while I was on the toilet earlier, I came up with this new concept. Now, I don't know if anybody's done this before, because I don't really watch CAW anywhere, apart from my friends' leagues and DWF. So, I have no idea if anybody's done this before, and if they have, then I'll stop right now. However, if they haven't, I'm gonna continue if there's any interest in it. So, I was thinking, basically, God, I've already botched. Alright. Right, there's, CAW Stars, right? It has different CAWs from different leagues, basically. Well, I was thinking that there could be a league with CAWs in it from different shows. However, here's the twist. Different people will be booking it, like CAW Stars, after every CPV. So, for example, I start off, I do 3 episodes in CPV, or maybe 4 episodes in CPV, we'll decide on that later if there's any interest. And, basically, and then after the first CPV, I'll hand over to somebody else, they do their bit, and after the second CPV, they hand over to somebody else, and it continues. That was much clearer than the first time. Alright. How we would get the CAWs on there, you ask? Well, basically, before I get onto this bit, it'll be helpful if you do want to do this, and I'll say this now, I'm not expecting you to get a shop like every week or even every 2 weeks. I understand it's probably be on your low priority, lower than schoolwork and your actual show, maybe other jobs you have to do. So, understand if you can't do it straight away. I got that clear. Also, it'll be easier if whoever wants to do this has 2011 on PS3, because then you can download everybody else's CAWs easily on another user, because you probably won't have space on your original one, and then you can basically do the show much easier than having to get the formulas off people or try and make them yourself. Alright, of course you don't have to have 2011 on PS3. In fact, you don't even have to have a PS3. If you're willing to get the formulas off people, or try and make them the best you can on another game or another system, all luck to you. I don't think anybody would try and do that, because that would be madness, but you're welcome to do it. I wouldn't stop you. If you're confident you can do it, and you wouldn't take way too long, if you see what I mean. Alright, the way we would get the CAWs onto a show is, alright, it'll be a lot easier if anybody knew the list system in electoral list system. However, I doubt anybody watching this video would know that, because you don't take government politics like I do. I'm not saying you're stupid for that, obviously. Wow, I shouldn't have said that, it just made me sound condescending. Sorry. Okay, but yeah, basically, well, if you are interested in doing this and you want your CAWs in this league, then basically you make up a list of your CAWs and you put them in order of preference. But you put them in order of preference in different categories. So I'm going to use DRW as an example here, because it's the one I know the most, obviously. So, for example, you have main eventers first. Then, I would have like Exterminate number 1, This probably won't be what I actually do, but I'm just using an example. So I have exterminate number 1, maybe Darren Matthews is number 2, Illusion is number 3, etc, etc. Then we go to mid-carders, and say, for example, I might have Shadow Vega number 1, Lubu number 2, Kevin Cash number 3, and so on and so forth. Then I go to jobbers, and obviously you list them in order of preference as well, but probably every league only has 1 or 2 apart from GCW. So yeah, I probably put Johnny Fortune there on his lonesome. Poor guy. So yeah, pardon me. Yeah. Of course you have to put you put in order your preference. Don't put like who you think's the best. Don't put who you think's the best as number 1. You can if you want to, but it's who you want in the league the most. You put number 1, number 2, etc. Once I've got all these, oh yeah, by the way, also CAWs like Nathan Slash, Ice Dude, Chronic, Sean O'Connor, people who aren't aligned to any one CAW league can still join this, basically. Then, once I have the list of all the CAWs, I will then look at all of them and we'll probably have like 30 to 35 CAWs on the show. So then I'll try and be as fair as I can to every show, try and get like, say I take one main eventer from DRW for, depending on how many CAW leagues, if there's say 5 CAW leagues in it, I say take one main event from DRW, 4 mid-carders and 1 jobber. So that's 6 from DRW, then I take 6 from all the others, and basically like 1 main eventer, 4 mid-carders and 1 jobber. If we have less, probably have more main eventers. No, we wouldn't. Why would we? Well, actually we might, just have reserved main eventers. I don't know, okay? I'll figure this out later. Or I'll probably get people to help me out who will be in it, if anybody's interested, of course. Much better than how I explained it last time. Alright, so that's the basics of it. Now there's 3 rules of this little league thing. First of all, it's not strenuous extreme rules, it's just pretty common sense rules basically. Number 1, no weird booking decisions or hateful booking decisions. What I mean by this is, for example, if we do this, I would be booking the first series of event. I mean, like first 3 episodes or first 4 episodes in CPV. So say for example if I booked Exterminate as champion, that little point would actually lead me to my second rule, but I wouldn't do this obviously, but just say if I booked Exterminate as champion, right, then next person who takes over, if they're not happy with that decision or think they can come up with something better, they can take the championship off Exterminate if they want, as long as they give it to someone reasonable, or who would actually viably be able to beat Exterminate and Kayfabe, or to somebody they've got a really good storyline for. So just off the top of my head, for example, if Yankee took over after I did and I put an Exterminate as champion, it would be, unless he had a really good idea for this, he wouldn't be able to make some jobber like beat Exterminator for the title, unless he like turned him badass the next episode, if you see what I mean. So no stupid, silly, weird or hateful booking decisions. Rule number 2, no bias to your league or any other league. So for example, if I think it's a good decision, if you think it's a good decision at the time, then you can put one of your guys as a champion, obviously, or if you've got a good storyline for it. However, don't just put all the champions as from your show, or give bias to another show that you like the most, or something like that. For example, let's just say I like GCW the most. I don't know why I'm using Yankee as an example a lot of the time, but whatever. Just say I like GCW the most. Doesn't mean it does, doesn't mean it doesn't. I do, doesn't, whatever. So for example, that'll be like, I put Exterminator as world champion, Rodney Stevens as one mid-card champion, Tommy Ryan as another mid-card Napoleon as another mid-card champion, and somebody else from GCW as the tag team champions. I wouldn't be able to do that because that's obvious bias to probably my league and Yankees obviously, so nothing like that. And finally, time limits. basically, I'm not gonna say, oh, you have to have output in a week or 2 weeks. No, I wouldn't say anything like that. Obviously, I know this is probably, like I said earlier, it's probably be one of your lower priority things you want to do. Got other stuff in the way, therefore, it's perfectly reasonable if you have other stuff to do or you're having problems that it would take you like a month to get an episode up. I'm not, because it's not an important thing. It's just a bit of fun, basically. However, if it was getting closer to 2 months, I probably would shift the booking decisions to somebody else. And also, if I do get too many complaints about your booking decisions and whatnot from other people, and they're actually justified and they're not just trying to get you kicked off, then I will probably just because there'll probably be a list of people who are in the queue to book it, and they'll probably move on to the next person and they'll finish what you were meant to do and they maybe do their one or pass it on if they want to, basically. So yeah, those are 3 rules, and hopefully I've outlined clearly this time what this is going to be about. It'll be really awesome if anybody was interested in it. I know you might not be able to because it just seems like a lot of work. It might seem like a lot of work to some people. It probably isn't. All you have to do is really make another account on your PS3 and then download everyone. Or if you haven't got a PS3 or you haven't got 2011, you could be like one of the last people to book and like make a person a day or person every 2 days or something like that. So it wouldn't be too hard. Also, we might have new CAWs coming in and other CAWs coming out. You can write off CAWs if you want to, but you might. I'll see how it goes, but you might need the permission from the other people doing it. I'm not entirely sure about that yet, but we'll see when we get there. Alright, so if anybody's interested, message me about it or type it in the comments box. I'll try and upload this now. However, if I can't, I'll upload it on Thursday when I go to college. And basically, yeah, if anybody's interested, that would be awesome. And yeah, it's been Firing Zero signing out. Also, if you are interested, contact me on Skype because I might be on there if my internet hasn't died by the time you see this video. My Skype is Firing Zero if you don't have it. Alright, Firing Zero, peace.